There are a lot of rumblings around separation this week after the premier recently made it easier to petition for a referendum on the issue. But new polling suggests the appetite of Albertans to leave Canada is nowhere near a majority. In fact, numbers from the Angus Reid Institute show the hardline separatists are actually few and far between. Tim Brooke has more on calls to tone down the rhetoric.
New polling from Angus Reid shows 36% of Albertans would vote to leave Confederation if a referendum were held today. That's an uptick following another ballot box win for the federal Liberals, and the separation conversation is still gaining steam.
One of the questions we asked is how closely people are following these discussions. And in Alberta, it's more than three and four, about 3/4 of Albertans.
And it's not just in Alberta. Conservative TV network Fox News is getting in on the discussions, suggesting unhappiness in Alberta could be Donald Trump's gain.
I think we want Alberta because they're the powerhouse. They have all the oil, as the judge said. They have all the minerals. We don't want Quebec. They're just a bunch of old liberals.
They think they're being clever by, oh, well, we'll just have a referendum and let people express their views. But, you know, once that train has left the station, you don't know where it's going.
Political watchers question the premier's support of a citizen-initiated referendum. They say comments made to CTV News this week suggest she's flirting with separation to tamp down party discontent.
Well, I think you can see that if there isn't an outlet, it creates a new party. In Quebec right now, the Parti Québécois is polling highest of the provincial parties, and we also see that the Bloc won a significant number of seats. I don't want to see that happen.
Smith wouldn't be the first leader to face unrest under the big conservative tent. Jason Kenney felt the pressure too before stepping down.
These marginal voices do not represent Albertans.
Those pushing for independence are marginal voices. The Angus Reid polling shows 19% of Albertans would definitely vote to leave, but 52% would definitely vote to stay. Still, the opposition is convinced Smith is amplifying the entire conversation for personal political gain.
She absolutely is completely fine with stoking these fires of hate and division.
Tim Brooke, CTV News, Calgary.
The mayors of Alberta's two biggest cities say a referendum would be devastating to their local economies and is a needless distraction. Jyoti Gondek says while Calgary has had its differences with Alberta's government, it has never threatened to leave.